Hi everybody, how are you doing? I hope you are always fine. Welcome back to another English lesson. Today's lesson is about action verbs and the simple present. Look at these pictures. Each one has a verb. It describes a verb. Let's look at them one by one. So they describe what you can do. We ask, what can you do? And then you can say, I can walk. Repeat, walk. Hop. Hop. Run. I can run. Repeat, run. I can stop. Repeat, stop. I can tiptoe. Repeat, tiptoe. I can jump. Repeat, jump. I can swim. Repeat, swim. I can sleep. Repeat, sleep. The present simple. We are going to see the use of the simple present and its form. How do we make it? How do we write it? Pay careful attention. Use of the present simple. 3 uses. Number 1, to talk about permanent states or facts or a general truth. For example, I live in London. Can you repeat? I live in London. Of course, you can make your own sentence using your own city, and you say, I live in, and the name of your city. Now 2, to talk about habits. Habits, what we do usually. Our habits. For example, I play football every Tuesday. This is my habit. I play football every Tuesday. Can you repeat? I play football every Tuesday. Of course, you can change every Tuesday depending on you. And you say every Thursday, for example, every Sunday. It depends on you. 3, for timetables. Schedules, like school trains, the leaving of the bus, the planes, etc. For example, my flight leaves at 9 o'clock. My flight leaves at 9 o'clock. Can you repeat? My flight leaves at 9 o'clock. Now let's look at these situations one by one. The first one. I live in London. It's always true for him. And it's one person speaking, I. As we saw in the previous lesson, pronouns. I live in London. This is what he says to them. Now make your own sentence and say where you live. Say, I live in, and the name of your city. The next situation. I play football on Tuesdays. Now look here, Tuesdays is in the plural. It is the same as every Tuesday. It's a habit. You can of course make your own sentence by changing the day, and you can perhaps say, I play football on Sundays. Or any other day. Choose and make your sentence. The last situation. My flight leaves at 9 o'clock. Now, although we're talking about 9 o'clock of tomorrow or the next Monday, for example, we use leaves, simple present, because it's a schedule. Now, flight is a voyage by or trip by plane. So he says here, the person says, my flight leaves at 9 o'clock tomorrow, for example. Therefore, the present simple is used for permanent situations, timetables, and habits. But most importantly, there are some key words. Every, which can be used with many words, many other words, like every Monday, every week, every month, every summer, etc. Another key word or key expression, on Tuesdays, look here once again, it's in the plural, synonymous to every Tuesday, it's a habit, or on Sundays, etc. Another key word or key expression, in the morning, this is part of the day, in the afternoon, in the evening. We can use it also with, seasons, like in summer, in winter, in autumn, in spring, etc. Another key word, at, with preposition at, with celebrations, for example, at Christmas, at Easter, etc. So as you can see, there are three prepositions there, on, in, and at, and they have different usages, which we shall see in the next lesson. Just expect it. The simple present is also used with adverbs of frequency. Now these are as follow. Repeat after me for the sake of pronunciation. Always. Always. Usually. Usually. Often. Often. Sometimes. Sometimes. Seldom. Seldom. Never. Never. Of course, these adverbs have got, percentages. When you say always, it means every day. But when you say never, it's never. Well, something you never do. Well, seldom is a bit bigger than never. Sometimes it's bigger, often, usually, until you say always, which is 100% true. So, adverbs of frequency are also keywords for present simple. They are placed before the main verb, with the exception of the verb to be. Look at these examples. I always have breakfast. Always before have. I usually do my homework in the afternoon, usually before do. I often eat fish, often before eat. But I am never late for school. So I am is placed before never. I am never late for school. Make your own sentences. Form of the present simple: the affirmative, the interrogative, and the negative. I have taken just one verb here, work. Work. Can you repeat? Work. So it's very easy. I work, it's work for all the pronouns except he, she, and it. These take S at the end. I work, you work, he works, she works, it works, we work, you work, and they work. See, we have used all the pronouns we learned in the previous lesson. Now look at the interrogative, how to make questions. We have do or does. Do for all the pronouns except he, she, and it again, which take does. Do I work? And we make the inversion with that pronoun. Do I work? Do you work? Does he work? Does she work? Does it work? Do we work? Do you work? Do they work? Here we're asking questions. Now the negative, very easy again. It's like the interrogative. We have once again do and does, but this time with not. I don't work. You don't work. He, she, and it take doesn't. He doesn't work. She doesn't work. It doesn't work. Now the plural we, you, they take don't plus verb. We don't work, you don't work, and they don't work. Now remember that with he, she, and it, when we use does, either in the question or the negative form doesn't, the verb does not take the s, because does took it already, or takes it. Look at this. Do not equals don't, and this is the short form. Does not is the same as doesn't. Well, use any of them. Both are correct. Third person singular and that famous s. Well, we said that he, she, and it take the s. Well, there are some slight distinctions. Now, most verbs take s. We add s, like work, works, speak, speaks, write, writes, love, loves. For example, she always talks about school. Now, a situation in which verbs end in s, sh, or ch, x, or o, we add es, not just s. For example, kiss, kisses, reach, reaches, wash, washes, fix, fixes, go, goes. For example, Ben never washes his hands. Never washes. Look at the es in wash. Washes his hands. Now verbs ending in a consonant plus y, of course we change the y into I and we add es. So we remove the y and we add ies. For example, study, which in the infinitive it takes y, becomes he studies. Worry, she worries. Cry, it cries. Look at the example. Mary sometimes studies at night. She sometimes studies at night. Make your own sentences. Find one which is quite normal, ordinary, that takes only s, a verb. Then find another one that ends in s, ch, sh, x, or o. And find a verb which ends in y, but preceded by a consonant. And make your sentences using he, she, and it. Good luck. Short answers. Now, in communication, when you are asked direct questions, when we ask people direct questions, we answer either in yes or no. We use a short form. If it is affirmative, you say yes plus subject pronoun plus do or does. If it is negative, you say no plus subject pronoun plus don't or doesn't. Look at the situations and repeat after me. Do you like ice cream? Repeat. Yes, I do. Repeat. Here, it means you like the ice cream. The second one, does he play football every day? Does he play football every day? Here we answer in the negative and we say, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Another one. Do they wash their car on Mondays? Can you repeat? Do they wash the car on Mondays? It's affirmative. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The fourth one. Does Penny work? Repeat. Does Penny work? Answer is in the negative. No, she doesn't. Repeat. No, she doesn't. It means she doesn't have a job. Number 5. Do Paul and Jim go to school? Repeat. Do Paul and Jim go to school? Yes, they do. Repeat. Yes, they do. The last one. Does Liam watch TV at night? Repeat. Does Liam watch TV at night? Answer in the negative. No, he doesn't. Repeat. No, he doesn't. Recapitulation. In this lesson, we learned some verbs. The simple present in all its forms, the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative. The verbs we learned are walk, hop, run, stop, tiptoe, jump, swim, and sleep. The second part was about the uses of the present simple, and we said that we have, well, at least 3 important ones, 3 important usages: permanent states, timetables, and habits. I also added 3 other verbs to the group of verbs I gave you at the beginning of the lesson, and these were live, to live in a city, in a country, to play a game, to play football, to play basketball, and to leave a place. That example, my flight leaves at 9 o'clock. I can say my train leaves at midnight. That's it. We also learned adverbs of frequency. Let's repeat them for the sake of pronunciation. Always, usually, often, sometimes, seldom, which means rarely, and never. The examples I have provided in this lesson have included some prepositions like in, on, at, etc. So my next lesson is going to be about these prepositions. Just expect it. This is the end of this lesson. I hope you understood the simple present in all its uses. I think you should produce your own sentences using the simple present in all its forms, the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative. Then remember he, she, and it take the S. Use adverbs of frequency in your sentences and in the end produce some mini dialogues where you learn how to communicate the language. Ask people questions like, do you like ice cream? Yes, I do. Does she like chocolate? No, she doesn't, etc. Well, just mini dialogues. Try to practice a little bit, because the more you practice, the better you will be. You can leave your mini dialogues or your sentences with the adverbs of frequency and all the other pronouns in the comments after the video. I will have a look at them and of course correct them, all of them, but show me some good job. This is it for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye bye.